Today we're going to start. Good afternoon, everyone in Canada and in the States, United States. Also, good morning, everybody in Australia. So it is a wonderful opportunity to share this beautiful practice of Black manjushri with you. So today, I would like to go through the sadhana. We will do visualization of Black manjushri and the mantras, and also I will give some explanations on visualizations, and then at the end, at the very end, we could have a little bit of discussions. So first we take a refuge, and then Puripunda number two. Basically, Terinda and Jamia Navoy, Jamia Navotini and Chogadi, but Kaleka Lemandunje, and the Mipachi, and chick that's this man, the hit Japson, to Shayi or to the Sharana. That was jumped in there. So first we take refuge. Sanje Chodan Soje Chanam La Janjo Badu Dane Jasun Dagi Jinso Jibe Sonam Je Dola Benje Sanje Ndubare Jo Sanje Chodan Soje Chanam La Janjo Badu Dane Jasun Dagi Jinso Jibe Sonam Dola Benjira Sanje Ndubare Jo Sanje Chodan Soje Chanam Chanjo Vado Dane Jason Je Dagi Soje Besan Dola Benjira Sanje Ndubare Sho. Taking refuge and generating bodhichitta in English. In the Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha, I take refuge until enlightenment is reached. Through the deeds of the giving and other perfections, may I attain Buddhahood for the sake of all living beings. In the Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha, I take refuge until enlightenment is reached. Through deeds of giving and other perfections, may I attain Buddhahood for the sake of all sentient beings. Third time. In the Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha, I take refuge until enlightenment is reached. Through deeds of giving and other perfections, may I attain Buddha for the sake of all sentient beings. We take refuge. So when we take refuge, usually we visualize the object of refuge. Jedu Mongbo Yare, and then doing the Tari, Dudu Chinta, doing the Jitun Jamia Nabo, doing the Shuyu Miwachi, and doing the Nankola, Ti Tagola Dini, Anna Muju Lamada, Yayun Dini, Idam Shiroram Jam, Tita de Nepal country choose some Tatim Dim Shuyu, Mivana Narana. So this time, first we visualize the object of refuge. The principal object of refuge is Black manjushri. You can visualize the peaceful one. And Black manjushri is surrounded by Buddhas and Bodhisattvas above. Black manjushri is the lineage gurus of Black manjushri. So this lineage comes from Buddha Shakyamuni and Manjushri and so on. Then through the great Sakyaba masters, Gunga Nyingbo, Sonam Semmo, Thakwa Gyaltsen, Sakya Pendita, Dongwen Chija Bhoba, and so forth. And then Rendawa and Lama Tsongkhapa, and through the Giluk traditions. And so we share the practice, Sakya and Giluk. Actually, the Black manjushri is one of the 13 golden dharmas of the Sakyava tradition. Golden dharmas, they call it. And I will explain later on why it is called the golden dharmas. Or I may already explain it before. Anyway, so Visualize black manjushri in front of you, and then above there, just roughly visualize, right? We don't need to go into details. If you can, that's great. But just imagining the presence of the Black Manjushri and the lineage gurus and the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas in front of us, Dakas and Dakinis and Dharmapalas in front of us, and that's good. And because if you truly believe and imagine the gurus, the Buddhas and Dakas and Dakinis are in front of you, and they are here with us. In Tibetan word, we say, Kangla, Meba Tsochi Pa, Tein Dundu, or Tein Dunla, Tupa Yu, Kangla, Kangisi, Kangi Meba Tsochi Pa, that Kangla Meba Tsochi Pa, Tein Dundu, Tupa Yu. So what it means is, if you visualize the Buddha or deity as a object of your refuge or prayer, or imagine, and they are there with you instantly, okay? Or they're there already. So even if you don't know how to visualize, okay, so they're there in front of you. This is very comforting. When I was a young boy Tulku, boy Lama, right? And my mind is very busy, like everybody else's mind. So how do I visualize, right? And it comes and goes. So my teachers, my guru said, so if you have a mupa means if you have a desire, wish, and the Buddhas are in front of you, they will be there. And Sanji maybe such a mess. Sanji maybe such a yomarwa. Do trauma tindigangla Sanji yor. Duji tena dunya Sanji nam manzo tena zangboche be molona yo. Duji tingla dunya Sanji nam. So why I say this? Because if you imagine Buddhas are in front of you, they'll be there. Why? Because we have saying in this sutras, it says there is no place, there is no space, there is no place where there is no Buddhas. Buddhas everywhere. Okay. Dulcik tingna dunya sanjanams. This is very beautiful, very inspiring. Dulcik tingna dunya sanjanams. Even one molecule, one item, how do you say, atoms, one molecule, the Buddha will be there. That amount. So imagine how many molecules, atoms, right? Like millions and millions, right? So there will be millions and millions of Buddhas everywhere. So there's no shortage of Buddhas. And if you believe this, the Buddhas are right there in front of you. This is why it's very comforting. And sometimes you think, well, how do these lamas, yogis, and yoginis sit in the caves for 12 years, 3 years? Don't they feel lonely? Yeah, of course, on the ordinary sense, can be lonely, right? We are human beings. We have feelings, right? You miss your mother, fathers, brothers, sisters, some teachers, and so on. Right now, I'm sure many of us feel lonely and feel you're trapped and you miss your loved ones or friends. You want to hang out with your friends, You can't have those normal kind of day, And some of you, not some of you, all of us, I feel the same way too. I miss my friends and my students, my family members, because I'm human. Well, same. But at the same time, as a lama, as a yogi and practitioner, I say to myself, in one sense, I don't miss, and all I do is I pray for them, and that's all. That's the best thing I can do for them. So I don't want to go near because we have this social distancing rules, right? We have to follow guidelines. So. So as a lama or yogi sitting in a cave or cabin or wherever you're sitting and meditating, you don't feel lonely because the Buddhas are everywhere in front of you, Bodhisattvas everywhere. Dharma protectors right next to you. And you don't get cabin fevers. You heard about this? We have saying in Canada, I'm sure in Australia, you might say bush fevers, like bush, being a bushman or bush fevers. And or maybe, I don't know, I'm just making up those kind of funny words. Anyway, you get some kind of fever, whatever, maybe it's a good fever, not bad fever. And uh, so when you are truly practitioner, dedicated yogi or yogini, you don't get cabin fevers, you don't feel lonely. You feel very precious, very what's the word? Very fortunate. Okay. So anyway, I shouldn't go in there too much now, and go back to the point, back to the sadhana. So therefore, you imagine manjushri is in front of you, and the gurus of the lineage, and they are attendant deities of manjushri, all the different colors of manjushri, they're all in front of you, and then we take refuge. Okay. 다 ngāmsā prīpūndā tsaltā shūgī, dūjī tīngā dūñī sāñjī nāmsi, dū kā kācī yō, dī kāntā lā sāñjī yō rē, sāñjī mē bā yō mā rē, sāñjī mē bā sācchō mē sō. Dī yīnzāni, kiam rū tā gōmē kārsā, dī yū, kyab chū sā yū dī, dū nā shū yō yīnyā mī bā nā na shū shū rē tā, sāñjī mē bā shū shū yīñī, shū yō tā, sāñjī tā yū lā mā, bāṁ kā mā chū sō mā, sāmbā shū yō rē, atū sō sō shū yīnyā mī bā yō, tē bā yō na, that should you worry. That make us say if you can't visualize properly, that's never mind. Most important is devotion. Tantra is based on faith. Tantra is based on devotion. Tantra, this is a unique thing about Tantra. So after taking refuge, then we do the 7 practice, right? 7 in practice. Here is actually sorry, not 7 in practice. Yes, 7 limitless meditation. 7 limitless. So first one, limitless joy. May all beings have happiness and causes. Limitless compassion. May all beings be free from suffering and causes. Limitless joy. May all beings never be separate from great happiness, and that is beyond all misery. Limitless equanimity. May all beings always dwell in equanimity, unaffected by attachment or unaffected by attraction to dear ones and aversion to others. Limitless health. May all beings recovering from the sickness of mind and sickness of mind. What it means is mind is confused, depressed and sad, uncertainty about the future, and having a hard time. So a lot of stress, right? And some people also, their old traumas are triggering. That's hard. And if you don't have traumas, all traumas, then it's good. But some people have lots of traumas. That traumas are triggering. So we pray for them, for everyone to recover from the sickness, cause of sickness of the body and mind, and enjoy good health, and also build up immune system in their bodies, have a good resistance. I think one of the, as I mentioned before, trying to be positive, I think is important one. And I saw in the news, there's one Indian couple in Kerala. The man is 96, the wife is 88, and they recovered from coronavirus. Can you imagine? Like we're talking about us older people, right? Seniors are the casualties, most likely casualties, right? But these two, so old, and recover. That's quite incredible, because these people have lots of strong immune system, and also maybe they're used to be with all kinds of bacteria and germs and so forth. And I know I grew up in India myself, and experienced lots of stuff like that, and exposed TB, hepatitis, drinking tap water, and no purifying water. I've been drinking tap water in India, for 25 years. And every now you get sick here and there, but that's a part of life, So anyway, recovering important, and we pray for recovering for everyone. Limitless ecological regeneration. So we also pray for the earth ecosystem recovering, the earth environment. Limitless peace. May all beings enjoy inner and world peace now and forever. Okay, so then I'll go through quickly. Vajramanila Kundalihana Nahong Bhe. We imagine meditation on emptiness. And as I explained that last time, and I won't talk about emptiness right now. Om Soba Vashida Savatama Soba Vashida Ham. Tangas Puripunda Zolaji, Dudichi Shuin, da the Teme Ji Gongora, Chambatame, Nijime Gawachime, Danyan Chemes. That in my Teme Shi to Tigalaya Temedi, Dindua Karsore. Zubu the Kam, Ungam, Zaya, Temeba. Any and Zambuling Saja to Solabe, you use the Saja to put away you want, the Niki Teme Chiche. Any she did Teme Dun Sudua, don't Tina Hindua, what to say that. Any Tuni test, Tumba test go almost Benza Amnita Kundalahana, meditate on emptiness a little bit, Shunyata, and then Soba Washida Savadama Soba Washidam. So when you say Benza Vajra Amina Kundalahana, you imagine one of the Wrathful deity, his name is Kundali, Amrita Kundali. In Tibetan, we say Towo Duchiva, Towo Duchiva, the Towo Duchiva pen any Kasuta, not only and Jambia Wogomja, Pajetu Sesson, Mibanayare. That's on the Tumbani Tawates Gomna, Homosobo Shida Sawada, Sobo Shida Ham. So meditate a little bit on Shunyata, imagine all phenomena are empty of inherent existence. And from beginningless, always has been. Therefore, I can visualize manjushri in front of me. Also, I can visualize myself as a manjushri if you have the initiation, right? So no problem because everything is interdependent. All things are naturally pure and nature of space, including me. Okay. So now I'm going to lead a little bit of meditation on peaceful manjushri in front, and then we do a little bit of visualization. Okay. Imagine that from a state of emptiness, from a state of shunyata, when it says state of emptiness actually means state of shunyata, or primordial level, on the ultimate level, and shunyata level, shunyata nature. Within the state of shunyata, let a palm arise, appeared. Palm becomes a lotus flower in front of you, lotus cushion. On top of the lotus cushion, letter R appeared. R transformed into beautiful moon cushion. Okay, moon cushion. And on top of the moon cushion, on its surface is blue black D, seed syllable or manjushri, blue black, kind of dark blue D syllable appeared on top of the moon disk, essence of your consciousness. Essence of your consciousness. So, so those of you received the initiation of manjushri, black manjushri, you now visualize yourself as a peaceful black manjushri. Those of you who haven't received the initiation, you visualize black manjushri, peaceful black manjushri in front of you. Essence of your consciousness from which light rays shines, making offering to Buddhas and benefiting all sentient beings. So imagine that roughly. So your consciousness, your mind, chitta, is now in the form of dark blue syllable D. And then from that D, syllable light emanating, blue light emanating, light shining, lots of light shining, all directions. The light goes to, especially to the pure lands of the Buddhas. For example, Trishita Pure Land, Ichara Vajrayogini Pure Land, Sukhavati Amitabha Buddha Pure Land, and Ngonga and Yulokopa and so on and so forth. There are many pure lands, goes to all the pure lands. And this blue light transforms into offerings. And light transforms into offerings such as flowers, incense, water, food, and musical instruments and so forth. Delicious heavenly offerings and limitless offerings. The offering like Bodhisattva, Samantabhada's offering. Okay, so many offerings. And make offering to all the Buddhas. And we're creating merit, tremendous merit. And then light returned. The light slowly returned back to the dark blue diesel. Again, light shines. This time light goes to, blue light goes to the 6 realms of sentient beings. First, human realm, on this, as human realm, on this earth, and so the light goes to demigod realm, God realm, animal realm, hungry ghost realm, and hell realm. So there are 6 realms. Animal realm, hungry ghost realm, and hell realm. 3 low realms, upper realm, human realm, God realm, and demigod realm. Light goes out. This light goes out, and a light of healing light. Healing light reaches all sentient beings of the 6 realms. They receive blessings from manjushri. And they feel very comforted, they feel very peaceful, feel very good. And their suffering is purifying, cause of suffering is purifying. And they receive abundant blessings and feel very calm and peaceful physically, mentally. They feel very nourished by the blessings, the healing light of manjushri. They feel very peaceful and their mind has become awakening, and the body has become healthy. And then light returns back to the D syllable. Then from that point, I become Black Manjushri myself. Now I'm sitting on the lotus and moon cushion. I'm peaceful Black Manjushri. I have 1 face, 2 arms. My right hand is holding sword. Left hand I'm holding lotus flower with Prajna Paramita text. I wear beautiful silk garments, upper garments, lower garments. I wear earrings, necklaces. I wear crown ornaments. I have long hair with a top knot, Ushnisha above my crown. And tene sanji shingam pa shingam la pa po tene choji jawa nyara se de jawa tanje la tene choba phe tene chena chu chena pya kasa ozen homba de chu jung de la tem yanjo de ne tene ozen homba pa de me tene do ri du semje tanje la pa na su ge de wa to o tu chene tene ozen de yan chu du du cha sa tene tanje de na bo so so semi de tingna de ro tingna ma ngona 어디 때문에 제일 때문에 말하더니 잠비야 시와 제더니 차이를 레디나 요라더니 메도 빼매가 세진이 보리는 되는 다다 rumbuji genji 어디 납사 되네 다다 rumbuji 근데 다지 나서다 rumbuji gen지 소니 슈요냐 되네 가서 메바나라. So this time you visualize yourself as a peaceful manjushri, generate divine pride of yourself a manjushri, and imagine yourself a manjushri. Peaceful manjushri this time. Okay. And okay, so this is a very beautiful visualization, very gentle one and comforting. Okay, and then we say the mantra right now. I will say. I think most of you already received the long of the mantra from me last time. We say the mantra now. Om da so chu so du da so du me so nying go la chu ka la za gam jam dam be be so Om da so chu so du da so du me so nying go la chu ka la za gam jam dam be be so Om da so chu so du da so du me so Ingola chu kala da kam sham kam be be so Om da so chu so du da so du me so Ingola chu kala da kam sham kam be be so Om da so chu so tu da so tu me so yin go la chu kalanza gam sham dam be be so Om da so chu so tu da so tu me so yin go la chu kalanza gam sham dam be be so Om da so chu so tu da so tu me so Ningola che kala za kam sham dam be be so Om da so che so tu da so tu me so Ningola che kala za kam sham dam be be so Om da so che so tu da so tu me so Ningola che Kalanza gam jam dam be pe so Om da so je so tu da de me so nyin gola je kalanza gam jam dam be pe so Om da so je so tu da de me so nyin gola je kalanza gam jam dam be pe so Om da so chu so tu da so tu me yin go la ju kala da kama ya da be be so om da so chu so tu da so tu me so yin go la ju kala da kama shan da be be so Okay, now we become a wrathful manjushri, black manjushri, and light shines from the heart of myself as peaceful manjushri, inviting wrathful manjushris, which dissolves into my heart. So I myself, peaceful manjushri, sitting here, right? Again, blue light shines from the D syllable from my heart. Okay, light goes out to all the Buddha realms, then inviting black manjushri, wrathful manjushris now coming. They're descending, many, not just one, many descending. So the Wrathful manjushri is a standing one and holding the sword in the right hand. Again, text in the left hand, and he's got a wrathful face, which means his eyes are big, kind of bulging eyes, teeth, fangs showing the fangs, open, mouth open, and he's got the wrathful expression. And he's wearing also some skull ornaments on the crown, and he's wearing a tiger skin loincloth like a skirt, and also wearing some silk dresses, wrathful one. Okay, so why we visualize wrathful? Because we need both peaceful and wrathful, both, right? I think I explained last time why. And you feel being peaceful is not doesn't always work, and sometimes you have to be a little bit wrathful to doesn't mean wrathful doesn't mean angry or being mad and or selfish way, but this is kind of what we call the compassionate way, and compassionate wrathful. For example, Chenrezig Avalokiteshvara is peaceful one. We have 4-face Avalokiteshvara. We have 11-face Avalokiteshvara. No, we have 4-armed four-armed Avalokiteshvara, right? Genesis theory, Chashiba Yoro. And then Genesis Chuji Shachi. Then Genesis Chakdon Chendo Yoro, Otus. That Shiva Chene, Duga, Takun Duga, Sanji singing, Sanjin Zepa Samicha said, Semjin Duya Tonella, Kashela Shivaji, Kashela Takuchi Tuchi, Genesis Shivachi, Tiki Tuba Takote, Mombu Chadubare, Otus. So, for example, Chenrezig Avalokiteshvara, 4-armed Chenrezig, 11-face Chenrezig Avalokiteshvara, and 1,000 eyes and 1,000 arms Avalokiteshvara. They're all peaceful ones. Then you have Wrathful Chenrezig, which is a 6-armed Mahakala. Okay, Mahakala, Gombo, Chadupa. The directors, Chenrezig, Tubarova, Yunzi Cherezla, Chancellor, Shadut, and Jimbanae. So when we pray to 6-armed Mahakala, right from the beginning, it says Om, Hum. You quick, swift bringer, wrathful Chenrezig, I pay homage to you. Mahasiddha Shavaripa, when he had a vision of Mahakala at the Shavaripa's cave in front of the sandalwood tree, and he did that. He wrote this. He compiled this beautiful praises, right? Kan gombo tuchin shaware bagetene gombo chadu shazin shin zending kanjibe dunu tene shazin kana dojide ne ma shalbusa ade shaware dubu doa to sewatsi gandel doa ode tene shazin tene tobja goja tene nyanzi chenez chadu shadu tani mana yagene na tuchin chenez takaso chadu betin toba tobja goja tuchine Zamnang Senata to Sony or to Jini, Humadi, Tabal Chawa, Tabasenata, and the Language of Namjitawa, or to City, Trabojero. So, Chenrezig become wrathful, and which is Mahakala, and also semi-wrathful. Chenrezig is a Heruka Chakra Sambara, is Chenrezig. And so you have different aspects due to the compassion of the Buddha. You have to be wrathful, semi-wrathful, and peaceful, everything. There are so many levels of people, so many things need to be helped. This is why we visualize ourselves as wrathful, manjushri, this point. So the light shines from my heart as a peaceful manjushri, light goes out, then in writing, wrathful black manjushris, they're descending from all directions, they're dissolving into my heart. Then I myself instantaneously become the wrathful manjushri, black in color, with black hair tied up, not on the crown, having a single face and 2 arms. So I won't read this because I already explained, right? So then after black manjushri is dissolving, wrathful black manjushri is dissolved into you, then you instantaneously, as Bokela, is a kichiki. Kichik de la tesor, kichik tungchi so, Pechana, on the Tamji, Dajina, Tambu kichik tungchi, Tenishuma, Yakaso, Miba Jertan, or to Chigoro, Gomdiaro, Mibachero, Tambu, kichik tungchi, kichik kilo, Tobja Goja to Gomdia, Tobja Goja, Gomdia, Jabudu. Quickly you visualize yourself as a Yidam deity. And so instantaneously I become a wrathful black manjushri. Nothing is blocking in my mind and nothing is interfering from outside. Spontaneously, naturally, I become black manjushri. Okay. And then above my crown, there's my guru, root guru, who transformed into Akshobhya Buddha. Okay. So let's do a little bit of visualization this time. Myself now transformed into a black manjushri, Wrathful manjushri. I myself, black manjushri Wrathful, standing on the lotus and moon and sun cushion. My left foot is slightly bent, right foot is slightly bent, left foot is outstretched, and standing with the wisdom flame fire shining behind my body. And this time you generate this physical appearance of yourself as a black manjushri, and mentally you imagine yourself black manjushri and generate what we call divine pride. Tene hai kesanang da ngajes ni nanamju jerem gombe kala sanang da ngajes ni jimi goyo. Sanang said soso getene soso lagi kundo chanchen to so jingo da so sewu ji kang gom tutu je de la sanang se. Ngajes said soso getene semna da tene nga yidamti yinya betene mubatembo je de la ngajes. Otu ngajes di namji di doja shi na tuma ngaje te ma di hlai ngaje se te be me se be sachi moro. So this time we visual meditate. Clear appearance and divine pride, two things has to be accomplished when we do the generation stage practice. Clear appearance means you trying to visualize yourself as the deity clearly as much as possible. And divine pride is in your heart. You say to yourself, I am like manjushri, this moment. That's the divine pride. Okay, so that's how you visualize. Okay, so we now go to the next page. Prostration, pay homage. Okay, Namo Guru Be, Namo Sarva Tata Gata Arya Manjushri Sapare Vare Be. Okay, Namo Guru Be. Namo Guru Be Lamala Chatsis, Chatsigaro, Namo Guru Be Samjita Kero. So Namo Guru Be means I prostrate to the Guru. Namo Sarva Tata Gata Arya Manjushri Sapare Vare Be. I prostrate to pay homage to all manjushri, Arya manjushri, Pakpa Jambi, Arya sin Pakpare. Then manjushri Jambi Arwa, and Javian Napola, and Javian Navote, and Sanji Tamji Tinikasota, Tuba, and Namo Sarvata Tagadas. Sarvata Tagada said something to get. Pagela Sanji Tamji is Sarvata Tagada. Sanjitam, all Buddhas. Sanskrit word sarva is all, Tathagata is Buddha. That's gone beyond. Devarshikpa. Then Devarshikpa. Namo sarva Tathagata Arya manjushri Bhagwan Jambiya. Saparivaras. Jambi yang down in Jambi core. Saparivaras is core to the Chachi use. Chachi yota. Chachi. So we pay homage. So we prostrate. So now I will read one Tibetan text here. Praise to Manjushri. Chenjin nu, because to some jave, sangsum, jigduba, mingme, and down the chenjin nu better. Chalap udu, chok so lakbe la, jamel chuji kusum tola tips. So I pay homage, I do prostrations, okay? So, Tusum Jeve Sangsum Jigdupa means you, Black Manjushri, you are the embodiment of the body, speech, and mind of all the Buddhas of the 3 times. Tusum Jeve Sangsum Jigdupa. You are the embodiment of the secrets of all the Buddhas of the 3 times, which means the esoteric quality of all the Buddhas. Mingmen tar kasa mingmen dangde chenjin ni betaris. Ta mingmen dangde chenjin. Dandan jamyan napurwa. Ta mingmen din chi yomere jagal twa tanga gyume de hakumdo. Mingmen se de chi namji migla twa migi chlo twa chuya chi nabu chi chudo putu se jagal usul de kasa nima ge migla mane wada de kashe ya chi bu chunjung la dun dan dig de naba myo chi chedu res chi chuwi or migla jagal kela kaju. And so here it says you have a dark blue color and looks like the eye medicine. So anyway, this is something to do with the Indian medicine. Put some protections around the eyes, black color, and protect against sun's rays. Also for little children, babies, they put black things on their eyes so that they won't be harmed by evil spirits. And in Hindi, they're called kaju. Okay. And it could be a different dialect. I don't know, maybe Gujarati dialect or Punjabi. I'm not sure. Could be Urdu. Anyway, some kind of medicine. So saying your color is dark blue, like the eye medicine. Okay, and so you give us blessings, protections, and you give us blessings like waves of ocean. You give us so much blessing, they're like the waves of ocean. Chinlap. Lap in Tibetan word we call chinlap. Chinlap means chinlap is a very beautiful word, a kind of very poetic word. Chinlap, like the waves of inspiring strength. Okay. Alex Brizin was one of the Tibetan Buddhist translators. Studied Dharamsala many years, way back in 1970s. I remember he's a scholar, and I like his translation. He calls the waves of inspiring strength, the Tibetan word for Jinlap. Okay. Waves of inspiring strength. So you go down the beach. I used to live in Australia. I go down the beach, right? I've been to Bali and Nias Island, all those places where all the surfers go and waiting for the waves. So when the big waves come, they all get so excited, jump, swim. I'm not a swimmer. And I just watch the waves and enjoy the sea. And the smell of the ocean is so refreshing, right? The salt. And I do a little bit body surfing. And it's very refreshing for body and mind, fresh. Very good for you. The salt goes inside your nose, in the throat, and like cleaning your throat, It's very, very nice, refreshing. Okay. So that's why we call waves of inspiring strength. So that when the blessings of the deity, the guru coming down to you, you feel like refreshing your mind, refreshing your body. Chinlap, lame chinlap, saman jubo shows. Not in it, not to forget the cigarwa. That chinlap said, lame among chinlap, idam with chinlap, suming with chinlap, country juju with chinlaps. What did it? Chinlap. Tsawe lama, chinlapchi, jubi lama, kadinchi, debe lama, tujichi, tajun dinsu lama la, so one is a chinjilaps, or on the pogeta, milam. What did it? Tsawe lama, chinlapchi is, chinlapchi is. So this is what we call the blessings. Blessing. You are the one who provides blessings. You are the supreme deity. You are the Deva and Buddha. Manju sanjit lai lasiro, laki lama lai lade, otus. Otus gente, laki las, laki la, chela udu jot, laki la. Jambal church kosong tola. I praise to you, manjushri's body, holy speech, and holy mind. May I receive the blessings from your body, speech, and mind. So that may I purify my body, speech, and mind, right? So when we receive the blessings from the body, speech, and mind of the Buddha, then our body, speech, and mind will be purified. And when you receive the blessing, kaya, waka, chitta, in Sanskrit, kaya, waka, chitta. Kaya is the body, waka is speech, chitta is mind. I studied Sanskrit in Varanasi, Sanskrit Vishwavidyalaya. Sanskrit Vishwavidyalaya, Sanskrit University. I did my master's. So Sanskrit is no longer spoken language, but it's a very beautiful language, and the words are very poetic and they're very beautiful. Then there are some Nabe Pungi musicians, Nyamdip Tomatada, Chang Jebe, Chinlap Tirchinchula, so on. So here the Tibetan word Dun Sum Nabe, Dun Sum Nabe, Pungi musicians. So I will not be crushed by Dun. Okay, Dun is Tibetan word. It's hard to translate in English. Dun. So Ludun, Simdun, Tene, Kasota, Dun Mongboyo, Dunrik Simja Tuju. There are 360 duns. Okay. Niri Yijatabi, 424 disease. Niri Yijatabi. Dunrik Simja Tuju, Dun Damanayo, Ludun, Simdun, Simtik, Nyomba Chayala, so what in it. Mamok Gawachip, couldn't do it, Dun Shusha, Dun Shishas, Dun say another begin and do. And the beginner does the children chicken takes on the chicken down the shoe, number champions, say, but the day you will that don't remember your. And don't kashi, then Mambuchi, children magic uni, some non shoe at any matter. So now the same near the world. That's how Chijal and Yamba Mambo, men young pay Mambo, Chija, Mangaya. Kai send a contribution changes in the day, saying about the Kamaduja so that the 10 Ramandatine and men do just men might do some of that some Sagi or which you can send. Yes, would Malong and Chimbo Machak and Mr. Say, sending Nangi Pumbo Versadi. Ying the law, the Chimba to Kangalpet, Jencha, level Jencha, then ya Lord Jibji, usually the number chatter. Out in the chamber. That nyomba done. So done is there are external dones, internal dones, many kinds of dones, and disease are dones. Okay, done, and people go into sort of psychotic mood and suddenly flip, and people suffering from paranoia, schizophrenic, and bipolar, and so on and so on. There's so many labels in the West. Um, and well, in Tibetan tradition, we have labels too, but usually we don't use those labels in everyday life. And putting labels on others is not a very healthy thing to do. And then suddenly you think, oh, I'm mad now. I'm a madman or whatever, and then you put into that sort of class of being a mad person. But everybody's got a potential of being mad because madness comes from the delusions. We all have delusions, right? So one become mad by attachment. One become mad by ignorance. One could become mad by anger. All the five defilements are cause of madness, you know. And in English we have slangs, he's really mad today, which means just angry, I learned that when I was learning English. They say, oh, he's really mad. First I thought, oh, he's gone crazy. And no, actually it doesn't mean going crazy, just being angry, right? And being mad, some kind of expression. So anyway, done is a Tibetan word. Done sum no be unge musicians. I nyamdu trimatada tajibes. I pay homage to you, manjushri, and please protect me from all those different kinds of duns and defilements, external, internal cause of illness, mental, physical sufferings, and also disease and virus, and so on. Mimi gong te cheda nangi nyesi kunshi choda tumu udu malu choda tumu udu dubanzes ta mamu shugume. So I won't talk too much about this. So I think that's enough for now. So now I'd like to talk a little bit about all prostration and offerings. So here the Sanskrit word namo, right? Namo Guru Bay. Namo Sarvadharagara Arya Manjushri Sabharevare Bay. We do prostrations, right? So according to Tibetan tradition, prostration is mondo, preliminary practice. Tangamza Bhagetola, Tishu Chatse, Chatsa or Chujo, Chatse, Yunadumban and Tambuti Chatse at the Wa. Chatse at the Shitagabe Kechimore. Kaisena Chatse, we not in it, Karsota. 가서 차하게 되니 가서 데려다 강바데 마서나 고치 디밍나지 차가 개와도야 초사야 토마 강바데 마서야 고치야 디밍데 차들이. So prostration is like the key. We're opening the door of your house. You have to have a key, right? You open the door. Then you go inside, you make offering, right? So first you have to do prostration is very important. Prostration is art of humbleness, art of modesty. Okay, it's direct opponent power for ego. People who have a big ego and very self kind of centered or self-conscious, whatever, have a hard time doing prostrations. And especially if this is not part of your culture, right? I remember one person said to me, I feel like a little baby crawling on the ground. I don't want to do this. I'm grown up man. I don't want to crawling on the ground in front of altar or in front of you lamas. And okay, well, don't if you don't want to do it, it's your choice. And it's for your health, for you. We're not demanding you do the prostrations. So that chart says ngaja nyembure or ngaja chimbo yungita chi mitende chart says kangi or kaisa koranga chi wi se Ngaji ngani sugo in the chat here the gang that ngaja jagu ngaja nyimbo chat say Lula Pengu, similar Pengu, in Dibota, Luni, but as Dibota, chat and good, in other than a chat or Church Shabada. So, just your increase of your children, some years of which charter. So, first, prostration is very important for your mind. As I said, it's opponent power for ego and self-cherishing, pride and deluded pride and so forth. But also, prostration is very important, very good for your health. Okay, so why I will explain to you why. So when you do prostration, especially do the long prostration, it helps you to it helps your digest system. People have problem with digesting food. Some people can't eat vegetables, can't eat so many things. Only eat like pasta, a few things, like some soup and stuff like. So it's very good for digestion. It's also good for purifying mucus. Okay. 표현돼 가르쳐 익대로 다 수불을 제외나 수불 대외나로 단단하게 배경에 나서 여러 배경에 티바 근데 나서라 배 추줄뭐 카르마 좀 직직으로 배경에 나는 직 어딘데 차치기는 배경 배 나서 매고 쳐. 네 도고 나서 되는 칼라 마쇼 알아서 뭐 도고 나는 땡 디시기도 보길 땡 디시 땡세 직 나로 도도 차들어 진 디세 되네다 지적kel 뜻이도 인지kel 단다 humor in the Chixido or Tindig on the Tindig Dodoja, Tindilla Pingio. So, prostration, Tibetan word is called K and Ting or D, which means kind of like lumps and tumors and things like that. It purifies. And burning out fat, burning out cholesterol, and so on, because you do prostration, right? And it's clearing your chest. Okay. I've been doing prostration lately, 108 prostration every morning. I feel very refreshing. Do 108 prostration, then I go have a shower. I feel very good. You notice I'm not coughing anymore, and because I got new medication. That's part of the reason. But partly I feel prostration is really helping me physically. Okay, mentally, most important thing, mental one. And because we don't do prostration just for the fitness, right, body, and that's sort of worldly attitude, right, worldly motivation. I do prostration for fitness and good health. But why not? We have to have good health. Otherwise, how can you practice Dharma? And everything is interdependent, right? Samsara and Nirvana are one. And as I said before, Kadamba Lamas Geshe said, Samsara is like water, ice is like Nirvana is like ice. Okay, so, but most important, the mind. As I said, prostration is an antidote for the mind, for arrogant mind, and so on and so forth. But also, it purifies our mind because we pay homage to the Buddhas, right? And prostrate to the Buddhas and bodhisattvas, all the Dakas and Dakinis, Dharmapalas, and our gurus, especially to our gurus, most kind gurus, and prostrate to your ancestors. You have ancestors who are your uncles, aunts, grandmothers who are very holy people, very good people. You prostrate to them too. And so then when you do, after you do prostration, your mind becomes clear, and body becomes fit. I'm telling you through my experience. I did a prostration, lots of prostration, when I was a teenage with my grandmother. When we escaped from Tibet to Nepal, we were in Jomsom, Pokhara, and Kathmandu, and me and my little sister, and some other Tibetans, and I used to do prostration with my grandmother. My grandmother said, "You do prostration now. You are Tulku, you are Rinpoche. You have to do it." My grandmother is very kind, but sometimes she's quite stern when I need to do when it's time to do prostration or memorizing text and so on. So I was very fortunate. I did prostration around the Bodhanath Stupa. those days there's not so many people. I did a prostration all the way around Bodhinath Stupa. I was only like 12 years old, 13 years old. Go around, you do prostration, and then you walk up to the area point where you reach your finger. You stand there, and then you give another prostration, and then you walk up again. I did it around the Bodhinath Stupa, and the outer kora and the inner kora up above. There are several inner koras. You go around like that. Jangcha, 당아서 벽에는 차세야 돼. 장차, 퇴차세요. 대사 퇴차 증이 요모래. 장차세야 돼. 소소하고 차세. 소소 라베 가원요 위에는 대야 치 될라 강바 가서 될랑. 되네 양양 차세야. 될라 장차세. 퇴차세야 돼. 군다 가와이나 저된 가와 될라 봐 동때 이제더니 라번 두세야 돼. 라번 예인 두 사치기로 장는 두세. 근데 가원요 디 녀서 될양 두 살로네야치 양 차지세 야야치 두세네 어디 퇴차세. But they can say, so we have different way of doing prostrations, right? And Tibetan way of doing the long prostration is very rigorous, very good, very healing. One time I was in Bodh Gaya, and sometimes I like to tell you a little story, right? Story that is related to our practice. It's good because it makes sense. It gives you inspiration. When I was in Bodh Gaya, I saw this old monk. He told me he was 73 or 74. He was doing 1,400 prostrations a day. 73 years old monk, a little old monk. I was so impressed. We all very impressed. And then evening, at the end of the day, I said, would you like to come with us to go to a Tibetan restaurant, eat some momos, momos? And he said, no, thank you. If I eat momos, then tomorrow I won't be able to do prostrations. Too heavy. And I eat my own food, maybe some samba, barley flour, and whatever he was eating. And it was so inspiring. So then before we left, we collected a little bit of dana and give it to him. So that was very good. We need a dana to go around, from Bodh Gaya to Varanasi, wherever he was going. So prostration is very important part of the healing. And so now, right now, most of us, we stay home, right? We were told to stay home, and some of you become restless and don't know what to do. And I mean, physically, right? Excuse me. And also you need some exercise. So I suggest you do prostration. This is a good time to do. And some people probably have a little difficulties because your room apartment is too small. And maybe you can find a place somewhere to do prostrations. Talking about small room, when I was in Tasmania, and there was one Dharma student, I don't know what happened to him. He used to work as for the fire department. He works up in the tower on the top of the mountain. Not do it straight because it's curved, and I have to kind of go around like this. And I said, did you manage to do it? He said, yes, I'm quite flexible. I'm young. I kind of go around sideways. He did lots of prostrations. Very inspiring, And so anyway, you do prostration. When you do long prostration, it's easier if you have the surface is smooth and shiny. If your best thing is wood floor, it would be good floor. If not, you could put some piece of linoleum. Then you need a pillow under your knees. Then, because that's very important, you don't crush your knees down and you could hurt your knees. And then you first hold your hand like this on the crown, then forehead and throat and heart, and then you go down, your hands go down, press down, and then touch your knees down on the pillow, and then you slide up. So underneath your hand, you should have a little cushion, little square cushion. You can buy those, and also you can make one little kind of square cushion. One side is a little shiny, some sort of nylon. The other side is cotton. The nylon part is down underneath, then it slides, okay, sliding. And then you should have a counter. And in the old days, we count with mala or stones. Nowadays, you can have those counters, little finger counters or different counters. And you do prostration. And you start with, say, 21, and then you increase more and 50, then go up 75, and then go 100, 108. That's good. Don't do too fast. Some people might get dizzy. And just go, take it easy, go slowly, right? So when you do prostrate, you can say your guru's mantra, guru's name mantra. Also, you could do manjushri mantra, a black manjushri mantra, and whichever mantra. Or you can do with the Lama Tsongkhapa mantra, Mitsema. According to us, our tradition, Gelug tradition, we do Mitsema. You can do one Mitsema and one prostration. So you can do the prostration and Mitsema both at the same time, right? Or you say, and or you can do Vajrasattva mantra, 100 syllable mantra. You could do 2 prostration, 1 Vajrasattva mantra. You calculate that way. And that's very nice. Prostration is very important it's a part of the foundation practice, core foundation of Tantra, And so now, those of you who are unable to do prostrations, because you have arthritis, back problem, knee problem, and hip problem, so on and so forth, you offer mentally prostration. You sit and then do like this. Wow, that's good. And so you prostrate this way. So when you prostrate, you prostrate from your heart, by your mind. Also, you prostrate by your speech, and then by body. So we manjupaketola lunga is vichas, lugicha, nagicha, and yichicha. So lugicha ta supunduchinia, chajang chata kumcha chia yorwa, sigrwa. Nagicha said, Ngani yang da, kasutova da, tenis sondebda, madayat, nagicha. Yi chi cha san yi so so sem na ni de lama la teba chi yidam la teba chi kandu chi jong la teba chi ro kunjo song la teba chi ne teba chi so de wa in san cha che ba so de bi de la yi chi cha su lunga yi su cha. So physical prostration, understandable. Verbal prostration, you say the mantra of Black Manjushri, and that's verbal prostration, verbal homage. Prostration also means homage, paying homage. And mental prostration is you developing devotion and making supplications from your heart. That is called mental prostration. Okay, this is how it works. All right. So now we go to the offering. I think I did this offering before. Om Arya Manjushri. So we do Manjushri offering, the mantra, offering mantra here. Om Arya Manjushri Sabareva Avegam Batitang Soha. Om Arya Manjushri Sabareva Padim Batitang Soha. No, kind of head down.
They can't see your hands.
No, you can see it. I'm moving my hand out. Om Aya Manjushri Sabareva Argam Batitang Soha. Om Aya Manjushri Sabareva Padim Batitang Soha. Om Aya Manjushri Sabareva Dube Badizang Soha Oma Ayamanji Sabareva. Dube Badizang Soha Oma Ayamanji Sabareva. Dibe Badizang Soha, or sometimes Aloki Badizang Oma Ayamanji Sabareva. Yande Badizang Soha Oma Ayamanji Sabareva. Nevende Badizang Soha Oma Ayamanji Sabareva. Shabda Badizang Soha. So these are the offerings. So first one, argyam is water. Second, padim is water. Pushpa is flower. Dubi is light, and dubi is incense. Sorry, dubi is incense. Dubi or aloki is the light. Gandhi is perfume. Nevin is food. Shabda is a musical instrument. We offer this to the Buddhas, to their senses, and so when we offer these when we make these offerings to the Buddhas, to their senses, then we purify our own senses, our own eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, mind, all our senses. And also we receive the blessings from the Buddhas, from their holy senses to our senses. And also protection for us, protecting our senses, our eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, mind, entire body is blessed, protecting. Okay, protection. So we're talking about social distance here, right? We need to protect ourselves, not get close to people. They say stay away from each other, 2 meters, 3 meters, whatever, right? And yeah, that's good. That's very, very important, right? So one of the way of protecting is saying the mantras. Imagine our senses, eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, are all the sense doors. We call doors, right? Like windows. Our eyes are like windows and doors. Mouth and nose are windows and doors. Are all protected by the mantras. And you remember when you do Heruka, or Vajra Yogini, or Chitta Manitara, Yamantaka, and so forth, Guya Samaya, body mandala. You visualize the deities in your eye, ear, nose, tongue, all over your body, and the protection. You know, what we call sense doors. Visualize the deities, protection, protecting us. So, okay, this is the offering. Now we go to the mantra. Okay, so mantra. Mantra of manjushri mantra. Okay, we say the mantra together. Om da so chu so tu da so du me so yingola chu kalanza kam sham tam be pe so om da so chu so tu da so du me so yingola chu kalanza kam sham tam be pe so Om da so chu so tu da so tu me so Ningola chu kalanza kam sham da pe pe so Om da so chu so tu da so tu me so Ningola chu kalanza kam sham dam pe pe so Om da so chu so tu da so tu me so ni gola chu kala da kam sham da pe pe so ha om da so chu so tu da tu me so ni gola chu kala da kam sham da pe pe so. So here's the visualization while you're reciting the mantra. You focus your mind at the heart and focus to the seed syllable. Tibetan word seven. That gum jedu kala. So jemme yagum. Ningala di na bugong di na wuchi. Di thala yigi tanda. Ma utaso chuso tutaso tumis all the ego jim dus gong. Di tela di na wuti gong. Di na wuti seven se. Seven se go jinjin karele se na. Gom jevi kala, haki nyamne chidi kala, ka kas tangbo, kas ta vaset so kanga pa tresa di tangbo, 7 took it was a 2 year part 2 yung part 2 kanga ninga ni was said to yada then dozen beja then kende issues ta wang ju to kanga ti was said to yada kanga yung sa te pini ninga ni sa ninga ti ma de lingua then then 7 said then namjing do 7 day and toy in the 7 juma saka tawurwa and loto yachi loto mamuchi or the 7 sequence. So we call seed syllable. Why the D syllable is called seed syllable? Okay, because it is the seed of all the visualization. Everything comes from the seed syllable, from your heart. For example, you sit there as a black manjushri, then blue light emanating from the D syllable goes out to the Buddha realms, make offerings to the Buddhas, right? You create merit, come back. And again, here is nectar coming from the seed syllable. A nectar go up to your crown like a fountain, and it go down and all over your body. And nectar is, your entire body is nourished by the nectar. It come from D. Then nectar is inside your body, washing the defilements, negativities, disease, virus, bacteria, everything washing down. Inner shower come from the D, from your heart. 7, Tibetan word 7, seed syllable. Why is here in the heart? Because the heart is the center of the body, according to Tantra. Heart chakra, we call Yinga Chuji Kolo. Jiwo de Jin Kolo, Remba Lungju Kolo, Yinga Chuji Kolo, Dewa Tubu Kolo, Sane de Jun Kolo, Kolongayo, Kolo Tanga Chigmari. But Ninga Church Colosseum, Junjin Carison, Chur Tamchi, Carso, that Chur Sena Tangai, same day, same, Chur Tamchi, same Dani is Gorwa. Same good to that same Jora, they do Tani, Deva, the do, Koa, the Yangan, they were somewhat same Jora. But they same the Kawayors and around the Namshi the Kawayors and same day, Namshi the Ningalayor, Wolo Mare, Lebanon Yomare. Labor the kitchen is Chija than Zeribada, Dr. Sevido, and the Bebeto level should share your money, Shigmundo. Yes, your money. The share never the money, they call Pejodan your mother. They never the money. Share you do. In a then same thing Ningala, then come karma, Kaukaju, Gina Latini, Kasota Lung, Kasota, Shambe Lungs, Shambe Lung with me. Then is imaging to that 10, then Edan to the Molam Daka, then Snapshit to Ingalioro. Why visualize D syllable or C syllable at your heart? Because your consciousness, mind is based in your heart chakra, in the middle of the white and red drop, indestructible drop. Inside indestructible drop, you have life-sustaining prana. Life-sustaining prana is supporting your consciousness and along with the karma, okay? And so it's here at the heart. And then everything is come from our mind, and our happiness, suffering, realization, delusions, everything come from the mind, right? And and good and bad, everything comes from the mind, from the heart. And so the seed syllable, D, is the symbol of your consciousness. This is a symbol of seed of manjushri's divine consciousness, enlightened mind. That's why you visualize D, black D at your heart. Okay, that's why we call seed, the seed of realization, seed of purification, seed of healing. So you say, how do I do healing? Hands-on healing, this and that, some kind of new agey healing. We don't need to do hands-on healing. We can, but healing comes from your heart. If your heart is empty, you don't know your mind, your heart, then putting hand on somebody else, not necessarily healing, might even make worse. And if your vibration is not so good. And anyway, I'm not criticizing other traditions or whatever, but I'm just telling directly what I'm experiencing, what I've seen it, right? So we do have hand-on healing, kind of, and mostly lamas myself, lamas we call in Tibetan tradition, kabgo, tanganzo lagba, kiji chawanaya yaro, chawanaya, chijat zuji, mingo lagwa du shaji healing and chik si chigdo. And this also the miba, have miba, the chinga men, the lagwa thing, meeting wall shavin, yard dry, passion, during drying yinga yard, karsodi, angolozi yinga yard, attended that. Nanjing on the Kabus, Lame Chawana, Chawan Shigo, Chawan Shia, they got in some Lama Korang in Yamlen and Tutuche, and they Korang be chat in the Ming Wallace to become the Chiliving Go, Chawans, Chat Wangs, Wang Shun and Jiji Weir, Wang Shun and Jiji, what to Chawans. On the Berlin, then again, Lama Kawapi, Kasuka, Chawan Shigo, Wang Chawan, so good on the Latin day, Chawan Shigo. Teba mutual petevaya. Labo the gingos attended and low gambads attended. Everything comes from your heart. That's why you the mantra that you visualize at your heart is called seed syllable. This is why I'm calling seed syllable. There are many seed symbols, not only a heart seed symbol at the throat, A letter, Om on the crown, So at the navel, Ha at the secret chakra. Many seed syllables, right? So now here mantra, it's a Sanskrit word, mana and tra. Mana is consciousness, tra is the protection of the consciousness. That's why it's called mantra. This is literal meaning of mantra. Okay, mantra. Safety deposit box. So you have safety deposit box in the bank. They say if the bank burned down, and the box will never burn down, or like the black box in aeroplane, kind of like that. Okay, it's all the record information. So the mantra is like the black box, like safety deposit box. It protects your mind, your consciousness. That's why mantra is very powerful. Even if you don't know the meaning, you have faith. As long as you have faith, it works. Okay, and I tell you one story. There was a very famous yogi, Nyingmapa yogi. His name was Tuktuk Danchawa. Okay, and then he met Sakya Pandita. The Sakya Pandita means scholar, right? Sakya Pandita said, "You are saying the mantra incorrectly. You have to say Om Vajra Kilikila Yasoa. You're saying Om Vajra Kilikila Yasoa." So Tuktuk Danchawa said, "I've been always saying this way in the past, present, future, always. I will say this way. Doesn't matter. I'm not a scholar." Then he said, "Okay, I'll show you power of my mantra." So he said the mantra Om Vajra saw, and then blow on arrow and shoot, went straight into the rocks. Power of mantra. Tangi forget to shui. And then Tuktuk Danchawa sing very simple. Ningmare, Ningwe Tuktuk. Tuktuk Danchawa the Quran Tukturwa. And it's such a bent than Jindijumare. Such a pented the city be, you know, that Kamachimoro, somebody that gets the Chingoro. A Choranga de on the Kilkilla is a lawres, Kilkillas love to women who are Charang Kati, Jedi Tisha. Charangi Chula is a love to us. Thing Humares, Malas. To do digestion, Yama na Chulai, Tanda Chulai, Mahomban Chulai. And Karina Menang had Nubandu Chotas, and in that duchin, Dancher was called Dati, Lavo Chalasim, from that did the not down and put up, and then do that chick pen, down with Dana, two chimney. What is that? Indeed, is a Kanema, say what you love Tunanda, Matunanda, to W Shena and Machina. Dini Simon Tebayana. Then New York. Sanga Mube Dubs got what to do. Forgive Sanga Mube Dubs. Mubachi Teba in the Dubs. Teba men, I think, some to the kid, the subject in and I'll pay the certificate you may come on use and yeah, you money. Naila, something the king, Jane, yes, and Toron of the Chini, Theo, Acharya Sming, Mala Yori, or master degree, or one of the Toron of the Chimbro, at the music. And then the social Nuba and some to the occasion of Hakimino, some to the Jana, the music. So I'm saying you need a devotion and faith and trust. You have that, even you don't know how to say the mantra properly. Like the Charva, he had problem with like stuttering, right? It doesn't matter. It worked. It worked for him because of his mind, power of faith. Sakyapandita said, you are not saying properly. I'm Pandita. I'm Pandit. Doesn't matter, Pandit or not. Okay, so mantra is very important. We say mantra. That's why we say so many times. Some people ask why you say 100,000, 400,000, millions and millions and millions. Why? Right? Is it like sort of saving the money, like millionaire, billionaire kind of some kind of mind? Spiritual materialists? No, no. Of course, it can be spiritual materialist if your mind is becoming spiritual materialist, and but usually that's not the way. The more you say the mantra, you accumulate merit, virtues. That's what you have to say the mantra. More is better. Because when you keep saying the mantra, it purifies your mind, purify your body, purify your channels and chakras, purify your prana, as I said last week. Purifying mantra, purify your prana, and breathing, purify it, purify your chi. According to Taoist tradition called chi, right? They do qigong practice, right? A lot of the Taoist advanced yogis, and they practice kind of similar to Tibetan tantric practice. And they live on essence and fasting and live in the mountains for years and years, meditating, doing qigong and so on. So we do the same thing. It's the same thing, somehow similar. I shouldn't say same thing, but similar. So that's why we say the mantra. There's no limit. You can say as much as you want. The more we say Black Manjushri mantra is better for us. So now I like to encourage you to do the mantra as much as possible, daytime, nighttime, doesn't matter, anytime. Also do some prostration. You can do prostration with the mantra. So that's very good. And then well, we have that mantra here against contagious disease, right? So you say taso choso taso tumiso nyingola chukala kam jamtam be pe saraba anzora be shindim kurusoha. This is mantra is against contagious disease. The next one against other illness. Taso choso taso tumiso nyingola chukala kam jamtam be pe saraba roga be shindim kurusoha. The next mantra is for against demonic influences. And demonic, here says demonic influence, what actually means mental illness or negative mind, paranoid and this and that. That and then the sarwa zora be shindam kuruso astit and gunegi sungjubre sungjumare. And the woman de jidangi ka natsan ramanda jingi natsa jingi jingla ka jing sungju natsa jingi ka kola tene kaso sungju chidu de ngade taso choso those things kan ka kan tan be sarva roga be shindem ko so da di omade de kaso da de daily na batirwa so this is demonic influence sarva taso choso those things kan ka kan tan be sarva dushtim be shindam kurusoha. And the next one against ghostly interference. So these are similar. The demonic influence of ghostly interferences. I think just a little bit degree of madness or kind of confusions, protecting from those confusions. Be sarava vighan be shindam kurusaha. The next last one, against all other adverse conditions. That nasa the dunga that is kanga gala kanga kasuta chedula tene sungje chedula tene madiri. Praso juzo to the tumuzi go to kalanda kamya sarva upa dravi be shindam guru soha. Okay. So okay, so then I will explain a little bit about the torma offering here. Torma offering. So what is torma? Torma is cake and offering. You know, we traditional torma we make made with barley flours. And you can make with the almond paste. You can make with oatmeals, and there's many ways you can make torma. White torma, red torma, and so on. White manju, this manjushri, black manjushri torma is actually um, this one's red. Yeah, red. And usually Korea Tantra, many of the tormas are white. This one is red. So you can use food color and so on, right? Torma offering. So cake offering. In Sanskrit, what is a baling? Baling. And balimta kakakai, baling. So this torma has history. The torma making history goes back all the way back to the Shakyamuni Buddha. Some people think torma is made by Tibetan lamas. It's only Tibetans made the torma. No, torma tradition goes back all the way back to Shakyamuni Buddha. I'll tell you a little story. So Buddha's cousin Ananda, he was meditating in the forest by himself. He was a monk, right? And then Buddha told him, "You go and meditate in the forest." He was meditating there. And one day, this cannibal spirit came. The cannibal spirit said, "I'm hungry. I'm starving. I haven't had food for weeks. I'm really hungry. I want to eat you." So the Ananda said, "What? You're saying you want to eat me? Can't you find any other food?" And then Ananda said, "Okay, let me go and search food for you." And then the spirit said, "I want to eat you now." And no, no, no. I will find a good food better than me. And then he was very smart, right? And so then he ran to the Buddha. He said, "Oh teacher, oh Lord, and what do I do? This spirit is haunting me." And I told him I will find food for him. You please advise me. Then the Buddha said, "You make baling and tormas." "What kind of baling?" You say, "You get rice and make a rice cake, and you put honeys and yogurt and milk and all kinds of delicious uh, cake, and you go and then make one and take it to him. Then he'll be happy." So he did it. Quickly got together rice cake and some milk and honey, and then and he was very nervous, scared, right? Because this is cannibal. He likes human flesh. He probably won't like milk and and the sweets and honey and so on. So he went slowly, say, "Hey, come here, eat this, eat this. This is delicious." And then he put it in the forest, then back up. And the spirit came, the ghost came, cannibal came, ate the torma, and he was very happy. So this is the way history of torma making began. Okay, and of course in Tibet we make a beautiful tormas and butter sculptures. But those are the Tibetan tradition, because in Tibet winter is cold, right? We have long winters, so the butter doesn't melt. And many lamas are very good artists, and they make sculptures, beautiful sculptures. And Mongolia too, the Mongol lamas, they're very good artists, and so they make the beautiful tormas, elaborate tormas, right? And then simple torma. This is where torma tradition came. So here we can make torma offering. So now I want to tell you. Those of you who live in the tropical places like in Australia, like in Queensland and Darwin, Northern Territories, there are lots of ants, insects, small ants. They come inside your house. They will invade your home when you have a torma on altar. So you have to do something. My root guru, Rinpoche said, advised it. He said, "You don't have to make torma. You put all the torma ingredients, barley, rice, and raisins, sultanas, and what you have put in the jars. And if you have 3 tormas, find the 3 jars. And it was white jars. It was a red torma, find the red jars. You can buy one in the supermarket these days. So you fill up and 3 tormas and 4 tormas, whatever, put on the altar. Then you don't have to worry about the insects, the ants. That's great advice, great, perfect advice. That's why Guru is always right. And rule number 1, Guru is always right. And I'm talking about from the tantric point of view, okay? And tantric point of view, Guru is always right. And perfect Guru is always right. And otherwise, I'm not sure. And so my Guru is always right. And then if my Guru is right, then it's right for you. And okay, so you make torma offering. Then after some time, you feel like you want to make new torma. So what do you do? The old ones. Well, you can the old ones or what you have inside the bottle. You can take it, put it in a river, and the fish will eat, insects will eat. Let them eat. Offer, right? Sometimes the local people, authorities, they don't want you to put those things. They think you are polluting the rivers, and then you have to be careful. And or you just put in the fire, and don't throw in the garbage cans. And that's an impolite thing to do. Never throw offering water down to the sink, down to the toilet, and always put outside the water. Put outside in the garden, and good for the plants. And this is I'm talking through from my own experience, right? And the common sense. And so some case tormas can be eatable. You make offering first, then eat it yourself, like salt, right? If you don't want to eat, that's fine. In the old days in Tibet, some monks and nuns, they're very poor. And so they make the torma offering, and then they dry torma and make a tupa, a soup. Poor monks, we call tortuk. Tatini traba tene kusho traba tene ani tene chomotu chobo tene roa traba mache kujo tene sago lungu shungi tso chobo roa da ngazo kaso jidembe ke ja chore kaso koalu tan chel kaso de mato chida shida chi samoshira yomarwa tene inze chobo inze ne toma ya toma pechane toma de ma tumbutu ene kambe toga de chilo do ni mena kam ni shuma toma de tuba suyo della minga tortuk suyo oh ya dende tortuk nga dende tortuk samanyo ine de yore chingi yore pat na to tinde gwa yo marwa ine ti cha de chiu tinde limitation and degree chu na solution nya gi sagre tu stene o tu snarona toma cha ni toma ge luji de nge de chana su shu ma so inji to tomato togeto shu ma so toma tangbu so ya tome luji de chena 다제 또 shaje도 shajibu kala kamni chongare guys and daje to shaje도 be tene kar puja sene mendo chau sene mendo na kungawo shina sene gomja ne shu de kala simbuji nga kala mene dundo mombo chinsa nga chera sagi nga simbu is yongare tene da kungawo sta shene ta cho nga masa sagwa yomare cho nga sene travajiri sen chora digo imure nge chora kala yago chi was Then you chin chodoji, Wong Dajata Mishaji to Gundula Chini, Tanga Simple Tools and Asagin Sigido, Shivido, Cartiores, in the Dajata Mishaji, touch your Thomas first. Then in day occasion, dig it now, the neck dancing loop, the niche gundum, and the loot, Tomacheta, Ken Shinas and Pando, quotation, then the race, Jona Shaw Maresto. And they got in Gunga with the now race with all the Junam to a pigeon, or the dig Thomas. Yagal samba yomarwa, and samba yomarwa, and dig Thomas, Inala Gundum, Dansilu, and Chinas and Bat. Yeah, what in the Chenene, Kasati Simbo de Cry, Sim, or to send it in the Lugi or Tomala Belling Sigdo, something to get Belling does, or to say Lugi, and Toma Piate to say. That, Shiga, Shita, they should tell in the Shagina. So I think I will leave it here now. We have a little bit time for question and answer. If you have questions about the healing practice, manjushri or sadhana, whatever you have, you are most welcome.
Okay, so can you go into a little bit more detail on the mental practice of prostrations?
Mental prostration is, as I said, it's developing devotion. So you're doing prostration to the guru, then you have to think about the guru. The guru's quality of guru. You think about kindness of guru, and then say, okay, I prostrate to my guru. My guru is so kind, and my guru is very holy, and what he or she taught me is priceless, right? And unimaginable. The kindness of guru. Therefore, it's not like saying I owe you prostrations, but it's like I am so grateful. I would like to prostrate my guru, pay homage. I'm very honored. This kind of attitude you have to, motivation you have to develop. Okay. If you're doing the prostration to the Yidam, manjushri, black manjushri, and then again you have to think about the quality of the manjushri. Right? Manjushri is we call in Tibetan word jambi ala jevi yebjing jambi go and then jiji ta jina la yorwa nimi tumu mai chebe kula nyumji ja kula nyumji jawa kun yep chuji yin jawa kun yum yishi sama jawa kun se changsa jambe ba ju chotes nimi tumu mai. So you are the father of all the Buddhas, you are mother of all the Buddhas, and you are peaceful manjushri, you are wrathful manjushri, which is Yamantaka, and you are the father of all the Buddhas. Why called father of all the Buddhas? Because manjushri is the embodiment of wisdom of all the Buddhas. The wisdom is the cause of Buddha, and that's why we call it father of all the Buddhas, mother of all the Buddhas, because the compassion, love is the cause of Buddha's enlightenment. That's like a mother. Compassion is like a mother. Wisdom is like father. So you have to practice like the method and wisdom, and like two wings of the bird. And so you think about the quality of the deity, the greatness of the deity, and then you bow and you make supplication, pay homage from your heart. This is why we call prostration, mental prostration. This is how you do mental prostration.
Wonderful, thank you. If you've had orange or Yamantaka initiation, can you then still self-generate as black manjushri?
You have orange?
Yellow manjushri?
No, you cannot.
Okay. And in the text, black manjushri, is the text of black manjushri at his heart or on the lotus of the left shoulder?
Mm-hmm.
Is it at his heart or is it on his left shoulder, the text?
Well,
does it matter?
No, as you see in the picture here, the peaceful manjushri and the wrathful manjushri both are holding lotus in the left hand. Then the text is on the top of the lotus. Sometimes I saw Pankak, the wrathful black manjushri is holding the text on the left hand, holding the sword in the right hand. That happens sometimes.
Oh, it's okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And at some point, can you give the lung again and do it slowly?
Okay. All right, I'll do it now. Please listen now. If anyone who haven't got the lung of black manjushri, listen and repeat. You have to repeat and 3 times. Om da so chu so tu da so tu me so Ingola che kalanza pam sham tam be pe so ha Om da so chu so tu da so tu me so Ingola che kalanza pam sham tam be pe so ha Om da so che so tu da so tu me so ni mola che talanza gam sham dam be so.
And then, should we say the short mantra before the long mantra?
Amara Patanadi?
I guess so.
Yeah, you can.
Okay.
See, Amara Patanadi is manjushri mantra, general, orange manjushri or Arapatanadi, and you can do that in any time, beginning before black manjushri mantra or after black manjushri mantra.
Are there any Tibetan Qigong exercises that you would recommend?
Tibetan Qigong, there is no Tibetan Qigong. Qigong is Chinese Taoist word. There's no such thing called Tibetan Qigong.
Okay.
If you want to do Qigong, you have to do according to Taoist tradition. Tibetan, we do have practice we call tulkor, magical wheel exercise. It's not a Qigong.
And can you explain a little about that, or is that not for this?
Well, that is tulkor practice is a tantric practice, tantric yogic practice, exercise. To be able to do tulkor practice, you have to receive initiation, higher tantric initiation. You have to receive one of the higher tantric initiation, for example, Yamantaka or Gui Samaya or Chittamanitara or Vajrayogini. Not only receiving initiation, you have to receive teachings on the sadhanas, you have to practice the generation stage because those tulko exercises are part of completion stage practice. So it's a long way to go. Unless you have done got all the initiation, you have done generation stage practice and so forth, then you can do tulku. Otherwise, you cannot, and you should not do it, and must not do it, and because you could hurt yourself, and if you do those tulku exercise, if you're not sure what you're doing, and it's like they say in the West, people who do the Kundalini yoga, who are not ready to they do Kundalini yoga, then they hurt their chakras and channels. There is a word called Kundalini casualties. You might end up become casualties of Tomo practice. You have to be very, very careful and don't jump too fast.
Okay, thank you. Jennifer Tet says, in the torma offering, who are the guests besides Black Manjushri?
The guests here are Black Manjushri himself, the main one. Then there are retinues or attendant deities like protectors. For example, Kalarupa, Jamudi. Those are the protectors of Yamantaka and Manjushiris, according to lineage, right? Kalarupa and Jamudi and so forth. And yeah.
Okay, thank you. Tess Ring says, if we have not received the Black Manjushri initiation, can we do the entire sadhana the same, just not self-generate as Black Manjushri?
That's correct.
Julia Milton says, are there different visualizations for the mantras against contagious diseases and like that?
Different mantra?
Is there different visualizations for the mantras against contagious diseases?
Against contagious disease, yes. Well, and not totally different. So, as I said, you visualize yourself, those people got the initiation, right? Visualize yourself, Black Manjushri. Then visualize the seed syllable on the moon disk at your heart and the mantra at your heart, okay? And basically, it's already in the sadhana, and then you say the mantra, keep saying the mantra, and then nectar coming from the seed syllable, nectar coming from the mantra, the nectar going inside of your body, top to the crown, to the bottom of your feet. So this nectar is boosting your immune system. And therefore, you cannot be attacked by the virus because you got strong immune system, right? Nectar inside. And the quote is name the mingu chedula na because Miba culture was Miba culture is so yingala tanda ma save yigi dinner put your tina jaro tea chilla tene take tala doshin umtaso chus or doshin come tini duzi pa do me bachon chiwo ni kambe what duzi subuna duzi kang duzi ki kang is zubo shuk chimbu cha top chimbu chen zubo top chimbu chen nacha ti nguyu gutu ma yung tu yo ma res nacha chik chung na tes chung god na it's na and tes chamba namji chamba jevde na hi chi that ni so jang la so tu yung ma to share is so see if you have a good immune system you may not even notice you got the virus you may have got it but you don't notice just like you get a little bit headache sore throat coughing and maybe a little bit stomach running and then I went through this many times. So what? And you may even maybe notice, maybe gone past that the problem is you might give it to somebody else. So that's the problem. You see, you may be strong. You can't run around and say, "I'm strong, I'm tough, I can beat this virus," but you have to be careful. And because others are not strong, especially you have aging parents or children, maybe okay. But anyway, so the question is that Julia's question is very good. The other thing is also you visualize light coming from the seed syllable, light coming from the mantra goes out, as it meant, I think I mentioned before, goes out around your body like a shield, like a yurt, okay, Mongolian yurt round, all the way around, solid, blue light all the way around, and protecting you, your body. And like when we do white Tara practice, you have to do this 5 layers of light around the body. White, yellow, red, blue, and green outside. And between the lights, you visualize upala flowers, purple upala flowers, blue flowers, like insulation. Okay, I'm not suggesting that right now, but what you do is light coming from your heart, from the D, and mantra goes out like a shield or like a tent, then you are protected. The virus cannot penetrate towards you. That and so ninga ne yigi tanda di na bucherwa tan tina chona chora. The ngane was it true? There was a pa chilo chi super gane the one do chen kuruna chi but the gunga na chi chen. Then it chigdo or chigdo as a bagela chigdo chen. Then nalo chilo ne nacha the names of Ganga Chin Yung Tu Maris, Yung Tu Mandus and Tusi Mibachin and Gomchu Naya, Tus Narana. So you have to visualize the light all the way around your body like a solid, no cracks, no space, nothing, absolutely solid, and nothing can enter into your body.
And then Ferig says, in the short black manjushri practice you gave them a few years ago, it's a black hum, not a D visualized. Is there a difference and does it matter?
What's the black home?
Yeah, black hum, not a D.
No, usually D. Manjushri seed symbol is D. Yeah. If there was a home, I don't remember now. And there might be home. Well, because home is seed symbol of Yamantaka, see. And so Manjushri is emanation of Yamantaka. If you visualize home, it's not a mistake. But for now, visualize D according to sadhana. But also D is the seed symbol of language.
And for offering torma, can they substitute if they cannot access almond paste, barley flour, whatever, because now the grocery stores are a little bit thin on product?
Right.
So can they use substitutions?
Oh, yeah. So you can use, as I said, oatmeal. You can make oatmeal torma. You can make a barley tormas. You can make you don't even have to make tormas, as I said. if you have problem insect and so on. You don't know how to make the torma. Whatever you have, say dal, mung beans, and chickpeas, or whatever, you put that in a bottle and then put some raisins and maybe a little bit of candies, something, whatever, and you seal it, put it, that's fine.
Okay. Is verbal refuge and other steps always necessary, or can refuge and dedication be done in the heart while visualizing in front and reciting the mantras?
So how do you recite mantra without verbalizing?
Yeah.
See, the thing is, there's people get confused sometimes. He says, Sangha Mebendu Tibetan word means tantric realization can be achieved by imagining. Okay? Sometimes people kind of making a fake, so cheating a little bit. Well, this is what it said. Just imagine, then it's all fine. You imagine you're offering torma. You don't have torma on the altar, right? Imagine you're doing the mudra. You're not doing the mudras. Imagine you're doing prostrations. You're not doing. That's not right. That's cheating. You can't do that. You can't imagine everything. And there is a limit how much you can imagine, how much you can do, right? Someone said to me, can I imagine I'm prostrating? Do I get the same merit of prostrating? No. And, and that's kind of cheating, right? You don't cheat like that. And so what was the exact question?
Is verbal refuge and other steps always necessary?
Yeah. So mantras has to be verbalized, and you have to say it word clearly, but not loud. There's the rules of tantric mantra recitation, especially when you're in a retreat. You don't say the mantra too fast. You don't say the mantra too slow. Don't say the mantra too loud. Don't say the mantra too quiet. Great. If you say too quiet, you don't even hear yourself. So you're not sure what you're saying, how you're saying. You say too fast, you can skip the word. Sometimes oops, I'm saying something else. Suddenly you realize, I'm saying Om Mani Padme Hum instead of whatever, right? And don't say too fast. Don't say too slow, and then you might go into deep samadhi, deep sleep, too slow, right? And then, of course, you can't get anywhere if you're saying too slow. And you have to verbalize most of the time. There's one time, sometimes there's what we call the mental recitation in English translation. And the Pogela is Ngade the Yides, Ngane Manamju, Padaya Maji, Kanima, Sigman Dongwa Ngades or Yides said, so Semna Latin do Mibojen, Ningalatin, Seven Hagum Lucian, Mibochin, the Nikale, Semna Lord, Om Daso, Choso, Tudaso, Temeso, Lord, to Nayajora, till a Yides. T. Namjin Tanga Jatin, Sia Yomari, Tin the Yomari. The Koran mixing Gom Jajri. So there is two things, what we call verbal recitation and mental recitation. Most of the time, 98% you do verbal mental recitation. There's one called mental recitation. That what you do, you visualize the seed symbol and the mantra in your heart. Then you read by your mind, say Om Daso Choso Daso. But you don't count that one, part of the 100,000 mantra, whatever. Why do you do this way? Because to develop your awareness in your mind, develop your concentration, and to feel at your heart the mantra. So you, instead of saying the word, you focus your mind, read it slowly, kind of inner mantra inspection. Okay, inspection, read it. That's called mental recitation. And I use word inspection, mental inspection. Mental recitation. Tibetan word yi de, nga de means verbal recitation. And yi de is mental recitation. Deba means saying the word. The Sanskrit word is japa. Okay, japa yoga, right? Tibetan word is deba. Could be derived from the Sanskrit word. Like say Sanskrit word dukkha, Tibetan word is dukkha. Dukkha and dukkha. Kind of like the japa yoga or deba yoga. The deba, you say that by verbally. So this is how it works.
Thank you. Wendy Bowman asks, is it appropriate to visualize black manjushri above the crown of others whom you wish to help or protect? For example, her father is a doctor, so she wants to visualize above him to protect
Of course,
him.
Absolutely. You can visualize manjushri on his crown, or manjushri is here sending lights from manjushri's heart to your father, to your friend, whoever, and nurse or doctor, whoever. This is wonderful. Good visualization. Very good.
And again, Julie asks, at the end, if you haven't received the initiation, at the end of the front generation, does black manjushri dissolve into you?
Yeah, dissolving into is fine. So you can't generally say, I am black manjushri, divine pride, right? Dissolving into him is fine because you receive it as a blessing. That's fine.
Good.
That's it. Good. Okay. Well, thank you very much. And so next Sunday, I'm going to teach medicine Buddha healing practice. We do medicine Buddha sadhana. We have a short sadhana, part of Gandhan for the West. Medicine Buddha sadhana. I will teach the medicine Buddha sadhana, visualization, talk about history of medicine Buddha sadhana, mantra, visualization for next Sunday, Sunday after next, maybe about three Sundays, maybe 4 Sundays. We'll see how it goes. So that's good. Good. Thank you very much. Have a good practice and take care of yourselves. And I wish you all the best. I pray for you, pray for everybody. And thank you very much. Thanks for coming to the YouTube.
And the Medicine Buddha sadhana can be downloaded at the Garden for the West website.
Yes, from Garden for the West website, you can download Medicine Buddha sadhana. Okay, thank you.